Hey guys, this is Essential Civilian Auditor. I am here at the Fort Valley Sheriff's Office. I believe that is off of 1007 Spruce Street in Fort Valley, Georgia, 31030. I'm coming up here to the Sheriff's Office today to see if I can talk to the Sheriff and file a complaint against the Police Department in Fort Valley for the unlawful arrest, the assault. Also, when I was editing my videos this past Sunday to post the videos online, I noticed that my camcorder actually was missing the SD card out of the bottom. That is a card that I absolutely 100% do not remove from my card, or from my Sony Handycam, and it was not in the actual camera on Sunday when I grabbed it out for the first time to do my video editing. So we will be going up here to the, again, Peach County, the building says Peach County Law Enforcement Center, but it is the Sheriff's Office. So the Sheriff's Office is supposed to have jurisdiction over the whole area, and since the Lieutenant Postal, I believe it was Sergeant Sinclair, the Chief, the City Admin, and the Mayor seem to all be working together in this case against me for exercising my First Amendment right in a public area. I am going to go talk to the Sheriff's Office and ask for an investigation into the Police Department for the civil rights violations and the assault, as well as the theft of the of my item, and we will see what happens, guys. So bear with me, and we'll go from there. Thank you. County Sheriff's Office. Don't want to be locked at. Huh. I need to, I guess, talk to the sheriffs, if you don't mind. Deputy sheriff, either one would be fine. This window right here? All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so you take
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to a deputy or a sheriff, if you don't mind. Deputy or the sheriff.
Is it about a complaint?
It is.
Okay, you'll have to speak to a deputy.
Okay. Just wait over here? Okay, thank you. That's not awful.
She called you.
I'm sorry?
She called you.
Thank you. I'm hard of hearing.
Me too.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Sheriff's office.
That's a person.
Okay, what is the reference to?
Can I just talk to the deputy about that when he comes out?
No, I'm gonna have to know in order to. I'm gonna have to call it in to dispatch.
Can you over her call?
Okay, I'm gonna have to get all the information and know to tell the dispatch, and then they have to call the deputy in so they talk to you. Cause they gonna ask me.
It's about a complaint about an officer. Are you okay? No?
Allergies and everything. Well, I was finna walk off so you could talk privately.
Oh no, it's no big deal. I appreciate you though. Got a lot of signs and pictures I haven't seen before at other buildings.
Huh?
there's been a lot of pictures and displays I haven't seen at other buildings before. Sorry.
What's your name?
Mr.
Okay, and what's your address?
I'll talk with the officer about that. I don't want to give that information right this second.
I'm telling you, the 911, they're gonna ask me for all that information. That's the protocol. We gotta get all that information in the phone now.
Okay, I'd rather not give all that information this time. So you got to call 911 dispatch to have.
Yes.
Okay, well just.
Sir, they'll be here in a few minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna just be right up front for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Thank you. I find this interesting that you have a gate here, which looks like it goes back to keeping inmates back there, or police cruisers or whatever. You got the high security wire keypad, and the gate is wide open. That is a security safety concern. So here is the gate that appears to be left open. It's the second barrier. Back behind there is the next fence behind that building. But if there was any inmates to escape past that first fence into this parking lot, they didn't have any issues coming over here. And then they have heavy woods off to the left here. What? Are you the deputy that's supposed to come out here? Are you the deputy that's supposed to come out here and talk? Okay, I had a request to speak to the deputy. They said they were contacting the deputy. Are you that person I'm supposed to be talking to?
No, I just saw you out here taking pictures. I was trying to figure out what you're taking pictures of.
Just everything over here.
Why?
Just to take pictures right now. Just doing a story.
Taking no pictures right here.
Excuse me?
Y'all need to be taking no pictures right here. I mean, what's your purpose of taking pictures?
Well, it's just
A hobby or something? I mean,
it's part hobby.
and the reason I said that, we have a lot of terrorists and stuff. I don't know what.
Do you think I'm a terrorist?
I don't know what you are. I just asked why you taking pictures.
Well, I'll ease your trouble. I'm not a terrorist. So, definitely not a terrorist.
You had called somebody to. I mean, a deputy's supposed to be meeting you for something?
Yeah, I went inside and talk up there, and the lady said that they would contact the deputy,
Okay.
and I told her I'd be up front.
I just saw you out here taking pictures. I was like,
Yeah.
that didn't look good.
Well, there's nothing illegal about it.
Well, it may not be illegal, but it didn't make me feel good. That means I want to know what you were doing.
Yeah, I'd take pictures of buildings and police officers and old abandoned buildings, homeless people. I do public service announcements. I'm an independent journalist, if that helps you out at all.
All
So.
right. I was looking out the window. I was like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
All right. 'Cause the reason I say that, 'cause you got a lot of people You know, they like take pictures of cars and stuff. Deputies may have written up a ticket or something. You know, anything could happen.
Oh, absolutely. I did actually, if you don't mind answering a question, one thing that I noticed when I was over here is that this gate appears to be the second barrier to the jail there. I was wondering why it was left open and unattended.
It's not. I was watching.
Okay.
I was wanting to know what you were doing. I was waiting on him to get back.
Yeah, it's actually what I was just narrating, that I noticed that the gate was left open, and that, again, it appears that it's the second barrier to the actual where the inmates are housed at, and for for safety and security, I thought that was a concern, and I was actually going to address that with the deputy when I talked to him. But I guess since you're one of the sheriffs here, I could address that with you.
Let me get with him.
Okay.
Whoever it is supposed to be, they should be on in a little bit.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, alright guys, so that was the first contact there. And again, today's not really an audit. Again, this is about filing the complaints over here. And just haven't been here yet. So I guess this is partial audit and a, not versus, but a partial audit and a complaint process all in one. So do we have an ETA yet?
Excuse me?
We have an ETA?
No, I think he was on a call, but the dispatcher told him.
Okay. Thank you. Alright guys, still waiting for the deputy to show up so we can discuss the complaint. The lady said she had to contact 911 operator to contact dispatch through 911 and have a deputy report out here to take a complaint. However, I've spoke with one officer, seen another one walk by, and then I've got an officer here in this patrol car, his personal car, that Nissan right there, that appears to be sitting there watching me, but nobody's able to help me with this complaint at this point. If you look online on the Google reviews for the sheriff's office here in Fort Valley, they don't have a very high rating either, compared to, or very similar in line with the police department over at over here in Fort Valley. So I don't really expect much, guys, from this complaint process. It is one of the outlets we do have as citizens or members of the public to address our grievances against governmental tyranny. Doesn't matter, well, it just depends on the officer who's in charge of investigating the wrongdoing or the complaint, and then it goes up to their supervisor, who then determines what needs to be done next. And so there's a lot of variables. I've had good results and bad results with complaints, as you have seen some of those postings already on the other channels, on my channel and on the other videos. But again, this process is just to continue using the systems that are in place to verify how well they actually function, how well they work, and report back to you guys. How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
You the deputy guy I need to talk to?
I'm the sergeant, yes, sir.
Okay. They said they were gonna call somebody. How you doing? Yeah. I'd like to file a complaint against an officer,
Okay.
or actually a couple officers, that actually with the that took place on July 9th.
Okay.
Over at the city hall. I had one officer that assaulted me over there in a public area for doing nothing but taking photographs in a public area, and I also had my equipment, because I was arrested over there by the police officers over there. They ended up charging me with disorderly.
Okay.
That's subjective at this point. I'm not debating that part of it. Prior to the detention or anything like that, I was actually assaulted by the officer and forcibly removed from a public area. And during that process, I had part of my camera equipment came up missing during that altercation
Okay, what city hall?
here in Fort Valley.
Okay, so inside the city.
It was inside the city, correct.
This complaint's going to need to be made with Fort Valley.
The issue with that is that it involves the lieutenant in charge, and the chief of police over there as well. It also includes the city administrator and the mayor. The sheriff's office has jurisdiction over any issues that arise with the police department for misconduct, stuff like that. So,
GBI would need to be called for that one.
but in order for them to be called, I have to have come to you first, and you guys would have to contact them to request that.
Sir,
So that's what I'm doing.
I've been doing this 17 years. I understand how all over the works.
Okay, well, I'm glad you do, because another officer I spoke to before, and I won't say what city he was, but he had no idea. He told me to go talk to them, and I did contact him. They said you have to come to a agency first and have them report it. So that's what I'm doing here.
Okay. You want to come inside?
Yes, as long as I can record. So if we can't record, I don't want to go into those areas.
I mean, it's going to be right here in our room where we sit down.
You're recording that? Okay, that's fine.
I don't.
I didn't notice there's that.
Yeah, record back in the.
Right. Okay. Thank you.